My mahwefo ina kwaba emfa Mega TV yem platform yi eso. Ene Sunday. Happy Sunday to everyone. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy New Year in advance. Abusia ensem bi ekoso na meme yakwa kuti audio bi. Ernest Owusu Bempa Deputy Director of Communications Edema MPP Osono Kukuruku Amanyuku no. Na owura we di nsem bi aba beto edwa. Because say adan media ni voice bi bae. Ba enen so wakika nsem bi. Ene NDC Legal Council no. Enima bi omu demand free Madam Jean Mensah eho. Abusia munim say brana Madam Jean Mensah o declare election results no. On the Monday, right? Is it Monday? I think the 9th or 8th Bibisa. It has a Sunday na Bibisa. Monday. I stand to be corrected. Now okase constituencies no 9 constituencies no out of 276 constituencies no 9 enye complete. Inti otwe ni mu se 9 be complete no de aka but the results are no kra na 56 any a chiripo kakra. That is for NDC presidential candidate. You join the money Mahama. Sounds na Dr. Muhammad Bomian no kita 41 any kakra. But okatre Ghana for ina say owie de omuwie 9 constituencies ni na the beka ho be quality na omo the results na ka ho na wakatre Ghana for. But kamia ko say omo update system no eni Yura Dr. Muhammad Bomia Eswati about 38 and now Muhammad's 57 or so or 56 57 58 we NDC forecast no ultimate shetokrum and dan results no although say a legit but it was all babunti now ni Ghana for umutu abano Ghana for eto abano uni bedi hunkomo what you say enti omu demand se maame ne beba no ba beye enemu bia wo so ye anyway omu akansem bebre I reflect on the 2020 elections they see I cite examples I link it to what happened just 7th December ye twam ye yenkoni nkuti including Ernest Owusu Bempa no so ni buafu awaka sisi MPP for aside learning on now. It is likely say party no or be na to nchen because you Dr. Muhammad Bomi and campaign team na nkasakra no mo for me no mo amfana nka ho. He wasn't part but ono chiri mu a ono ye obi a oni Jerry John Rollins ananti for 19 good years a watena Ghana kodwa no so. Enti no eba no yenji to me emfiri Ghana for nsem former politician na ono Ernest Owusu Bempa wa bin wom but onim de see ya MPP for yi ni sinchen and that contributed a lot to their defeat. Ernest Owusu Bempa dodo na abone samani abo papo ensem odi tu dwa no yonko ne nkuti bi emfamre ko bebe
na masel man no and no masel man be dey be ska dey your man yi. We are tax. We need to expand the tax network. No amount of the and propaganda can change the fact that say na ya did more taxes and find your money here or money to me go any property tax more amuti east go no money dey more transfer aban and na yam road mamu ni free na we have to start dealing with them. We have to start dealing with them. What as authority be say if you are a leader must not complain but a leader must find solution but a leader must tell people the truth. Say leader do what so who say oba sikani and he must let people know. Just how your proper social contract no. So what chairman for say me buy me better 1 cedi. It's part of leadership too. Accountability is part of leadership. It is a man about sikani 1 cedi. He ought to tell we the people that me buy me better 1 cedi. And the end before we hear my clients he has to tell people. Saka 1 cedi. 1 cedi not to mean fine free first year education. 1 cedi not to mean fine free a pot. No. Or to mean fine any man our promising. So he has to start preparing people's mind. It's very, very important. But before I do one, I don't know what's your mayor short here, maybe to Yama or mine, some kind of a sundebiaba. And yes, sir, near saying Yama Bibria. Yabama problem. That is why I'm not around for near Katom the Munya study. Because Moya Bibiana breachy law now. Mama will be on the seat. Right? That's what I say, yeah. You cannot change a 4 years, no. You cannot complain 4 years, and it's again you and you've been MPP 4 years. I said, no much. You cannot complain forever. You cannot complain forever. And the young study near money, including the MPP, they have a duty to ensure that Mahama to succeed. Because I got a phone in the more man. MPP for have a duty to ensure that Mahama succeed. But opposition of the Ashanti so Mahama. No, let him be sworn into office, unsettled down in office before they attack him. Because a human according to you and according from. You see, that is why we need to Electoral Commission can say you are the bona fide winner. Just watching 7 January. 7 January, you can just sorry, I know I continue jubilee. The Chief Justice has to swear you in. You have to take an oath of office. An oath of office, if you look at what the Constitution says in the oath of office, you are sure that power is a mandate for the people of Ghana. The people of Ghana, and yet a yikeke. Oh, tonight it's a mandate from the people of Ghana. Sorry, I know it mandates from the people of Ghana. One poor boy who made a mistake. You're sorry, Kete. It's a push on your smooth education. But I'm sorry, you cannot insult anybody and bully anybody into silence. Ghana, no, 2 million. Nobody can insult anybody and bully anybody into silence. You can 1 million times. Who did you attend 1 million times? We will repeat that to you. You cannot insult anybody into silence. Oh, yeah, young couple, yeah, you cry. And must all that be there. No bagawa, it can't change anything.
Yeah, me share what you for all over.
It's your body also, papa. So, where there?
Yamia don't me who change.
From NDC parliamentary candidates, the last Okojana for NDC. But how this whole transition period, especially when it comes to how managing parliamentary seats now controversial after the election, has it gone well? How would you rate it?
I think that Nyama Bibroha and Corsenia Ghana for her panel. Na ni Chiepemwani say as God decreed, we must agree. Yankopon a decree say JDM and the next president for the next 4 years. Electoral Commission didn't I would say Nkofo boy Electoral Commission chino I want Nyama Bibranko ye. Yankai say 2020 I chairman BBC what chiman. Ama nipan watchi ewuye. Nipan watchi ne wuye no na asem ni nyina ne say abana ye to ye no. Nkofo bi enti me ho asese ne ye kan no. Me to a make say ya my friend communication officer of my constituency say on far resource emreme. Resource na the bread from the pink sheet and in the Electoral Commission bobo en kakra bi difference kakra wom.
Wow.
Difference kakra wom na me dey ade. Okay, say 9 constituencies, ebe almost 900,000 votes. Okay. Almost 900,000 votes. Ebe sinne, you two about from the 7th, and then you're 23rd. 2 weeks, a term. 2 weeks was on Ra, I and Yabu Baba. I don't think a presidential and Yamahama, young family can hold me who percentage. What is the Electoral Commission doing?
And that, well. I take on record some
percentage is 56.4 something, no? Say, you can 57%. Young intellectuals and academicians, we need it on the records. But essence what we need to know, Janisa, Yanisa, because a Juma senior day, and Yakatia, until Yabubo, a Biakum, Yakani, you say, you declare 9 or 7 out of the 9. I didn't a presidential and young family who say
from EC say more update. Have you requested for
my share reports na in a minimum EC for binum. I must send you on personal messages there. Do we have the update? We don't have it. And the chief returning officer no electoral commissioner. And the Jean Mensah says so be declared you say okay, you did na no be kan no. They say na mahamanya na sense na ba omianya. That is something we have to do. That is fair, right? Secondly, you see a year election, no returning officers. Remember, say returning officer BR or constituency BR represented the electoral commissioner. Until the chief returning officer, no, na Jane. The boy make Jean Mensah. Until almost say returning officers in say and Yama Bako young Caribbean because they were attacked, they were abused. They were coerced and made to declare the results, under duress.
And this was in the EC report.
This is the report. You returning officers in the command electoral commissioner. No,
okay,
that is the E.
Okay.
But so Sanya you were CI 127. CI 127. No, actually we say. So BB says here at the remember, say the entire Yama forces, security force, two about earlier Monday before the Saturday, and they said. I'm making sure says Sanyama we any then NC. And it's a BB says here the returning officer and the report call near young Wajuma. But Embranos were hono and Mahu Quine, OSHA article 297, clause C now, as cited from 2020, the year a war a yina. Anipa 8 wuyena. The only jurisdiction I am mam randomly say as a high court in the Diasama. And it's a BB says here. Return of Moko High Court Mako challenge says send a see here and under duress na me yes I don't know. You who side any that the only one among who's to say minta our begro fantia panoff and or the Cocofodia High Court. The entire Cocofodia High Court and they say a year no winnie or begrono no results in our the returning officer declares when I winnie and you know Obia congratulating me some winnie. After the Onipano, ya court tesano for recollation and recounting. Nay, I call deputy returning officer. I'm on one day. Returning officer no koya was and ya Haruna pa redu and a winnie or a fantiapanov. No mum, I had not Mugan and the winnie. Then the person have no choice than to go to Kofodia High Court. And to a cofa lawyer, I say I send Kofodia High Court. And as I say, you dim rano so near money here, Juma.
So, Prof, are you saying it before without the high court, EC need to me say they will use their own processes.
Ghana Constitution, Article 91, 1 now. At the assembly necessary high court, you have 21 days.
Yeah, but what time EC filing assembly high court?
There's no authority in the law. Authority be any Nigeria Constitution, BBI, LIBR, and
there may be case law, maybe not the actual LI, but there may be case law. I already decided because
remember,
say, my electoral commission here recollation. Some more NDC, more filing BBI or High Court. That will tie the EC's hands. So on time NDC in filing or High Court. Because I don't know the due process. I doubt it. Because the EC is the bona fide authority with the mandate to manage elections.
So, Nyama may know about me as a political party. Either you tag along, so I'm on crop fire vigilant. I'm making sure say at every step, I'm follow. And now say over court. But now electoral commissioner on CSI from 2020 it was the same person. And to Chachiman, you see, and in Yaman focus or say electoral commission need mandate to recollate. Then the same person comes in 2024 and says, Yakori quality our Chasam. That is where people have problems. But what I'm saying
I get your point.
You can't change the rules in the middle of the game. And if that has happened now, Obia will rise over court. So they have to go to court and then challenge it because OSHA Article 99 1 at the side jurisdiction of Emma High Court. OSHA Article 297 C and also the same jurisdiction Emma High Court. OSHA CI 127 it is the same jurisdiction High Court. And the authority be anywhere electoral commission to recollate and then recount. As the
government has to be blanket and say authority be anyone. maybe
by law, yes, by a constitution and my electoral commission, I know a statutory organization. Yeah, this statutory found.
So the more NDC as a stakeholder, as a party, as the applicant or the petitioner in an election dispute, some more filing any matter before the High Court. How do you expect the electoral commission to say more declare in the 9 seats until someone very comfortable? Now,
so your friend be the principle of good faith. It's say your money panel mandate. Constitutionally, you expect the person to follow the rules to the letter. Yes, it is the electoral commission now follower. NDC have every right to go to court to challenge the constitutionality of declaration now. That just a recounting and as a recollation, any redeclaration, NDC can challenge that. But if you can be answer na minua Osuba Pabekasano. Okasembi say, oh, womunya 7 amount. Sure. NDC. MPP, o de 4 no beka ho a, 7 no beka ho a, e wo 89 votes. O de independent candidate 4 no beka ho a, e koye 93. NDC. What about MPP for one? O de 4 no cry independent na, even though A+ no mo nya ma just on ko kan bi.
MPP,
yes. Because what you say NDC reach out to him. And the NDC 183 votes MPs. Here only one to get the 184 here to third, And it is easy to compare.
What to test me then? Why do you want to get the one
to test? Democracy is free. We hear those high numbers and they say, Emma appropriation bills. And near my what money person budgets ebano. Person approve now we hear to thirds easy. Can I say your parliament here where
that's a rubber stamp, prof. A rubber stamp if you get it to test. So
not necessarily. That is not what I'm. That is not what I'm
expecting. Constitution. Why would you even want
your parliament in our home is already rubber stamp.
Okay.
Until not really. Until the first time, I be a hang parliamentar, you be a speaker on free the ruling government, and a year who holds in our constitution. Because previously, not checks and balances was a problem. So, members of parliament here are ministers. Until they belong to the executive, they belong to the judiciary. I mean, a parliamentary. And it's a summary here, power no, am I a parliament? Because the framers of democracy, mukuta voices of the people, no, parliamentarians. They should have the power, not even the judiciary. President appointing Crawford. And the America for American Constitution, they realize it's now a judiciary would be the weakest arm of government. But a massa from Obama time, I legalize the LGBT. We realize it's the weakest arm of the 3 arms of government is the judiciary, because out of 9, convince 5 pet, and the next day you have a law. So the next day you have the law. So what we have to do as a nation moving forward, and say, you're making sure you're interpreting laws on assets. I like something that is happening today. The Joe Biden, the director for FBI, also resign as soon as Joe Biden goes out of office. So, who you leader our Ghana in any position you find yourself? Now, if you say Mahama Obano, the ideals, and then the philosophy, resign it. Don't even wait to be fired.
Okay,
resign it. That's how democracy works. Because only upon the philosophy, does it align with yours? If it doesn't, why waste your time in that administration?
Okay. I'm just piggybacking on the prophet and
of course, Aguvwado is the one who hired us to be there, and obviously, if you lose power, you're going. Why? If you are in 2 positions nearby, so I mean, there's nothing at stake here. There's absolutely nothing at stake here. So it's of course, I mean, well, why should you be there? Why should you want to be there for what? I mean, they said Professor Khan, his philosophy is not my philosophy, his plans is not my plan, his ideals is not my ideals. And I am a bona fide of the New Patriotic Party, and I believe in the development in freedom. They are social democratic party, and they have their own views and opinions. So I think that it's in the right direction. Say definitely when they assume power, I will leave. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Mami busa about the na me busa prof about post-election, especially parliamentary seat controversies. No, they are not prof. Can you agree with him? Say how it has been managed. Me ma criticize more that I say na money plan even for the parliamentary seat. Inti ba omia the two more consider defeat and am agent for free coalition tender don't go die. How the process has been managed. You know, what do you think? What how you okay? Na so what national executives no. So what can perform na me say answer to no.
I'm an appointed national executive member. I'm not elected. May consult to before. Listen. I act based on the elected executives. There's a difference. We are the only members within the party. Yeah, appointed communication directors are appointed. We are not elected. So the elected executives are there, and we are functionaries within the administrative day-to-day activities of the party. And you know, there's a difference. So why not? I mean, why not? If you are a service, say you're failure, that's it. Everybody must leave, and I'm ready to leave. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Me abrofo na try on demand me nkasa to say me will be a local person be na me kasa. I'm a principled person and I'll always stand by it. Say you're failing as the ordinary people don't want us to be there. Why do you expect say metro for what? Is it about my personal view or is it about the general well-being of the New Patriotic Party? I've told you and I've said it on other platforms. Say the my failure we need this election is internal, and I'll repeat it anywhere, any day, any moment. You understand? Square pegs were put in round holes. Some of us were sidelined in the whole campaign operations, and it's a fact. Yes, I'm telling you the fact. Some of us, Obia many former President Rawlings and until Obia where we knew what now mind so for 19 years. Now we call campaign, now we be free more. You don't know what you are doing. If you do, you won't do that. I was just following the bandwagon because I'm a national executive. But I wasn't assigned to any specific role to play. Obia me Kumasi Ashanti region. Me followings here almost about 2 million people. Almost permasem domi. Ubeye campaign wa Ashanti region. Uduru Hodom campaign so are the only national officer. They don't even mention my name. They don't even give me the microphone to talk. There's so many things that happened. A Kufu at the time, that thing didn't happen. What did they make a choice? So I am telling you that there are so many things that and I will say that we don't need to be washing our dirty linen in public. I'm just giving you some of the examples. Say square pegs were put in round holes, and I'm not a coward. I will say it and say it as it is and let the chief forward they me. What do you say? Miami initiative now started creating something to also help the campaign, but nobody strategically added me to the mainstream. Say yes. Me, I am the best political strategy. We young men in our country are one of the best political strategies in this country. Okay, campaigner, you don't.
And also, I'm saying, for now, no more do internet. No, where the MPP for now? Oh yeah, I'm for MPP for now. They do internet.
MPP is still in power, but they also are very internal. There are a lot of issues MPP phone to me, but only MPP need be doing come over say Nyama or party no. I think that what Baumia tried to do was to sidestep the old folks now. When Nimu all around the Nyama be brave for it. With new guys and come to me a campaign a man. But you see, penny forces said you penny no or way ho. And see, I told me I'll blend the old with the newer. I am a boy. And it's an internal thing, but it's also a caution for NDC because you can never err on the side of caution. Say we shouldn't have square pegs in round holes. The say NDC we knew, but the people be brave go yes we call and penny phone be fear. Any ajuma like baby obi e be purpose obi e be lobby for post because on him say na ban about kwa position but Africa a problem they say whether so betimi handle position or not no enya ade a woka enti yam fa Ministry of Education for instance educhum etna America ha not our high school, one of the high schools, and I did that experience, I call Ghana and our day acquire education. My who's STEM schools in Yamabe Broye. If you want somebody who bet to move education forward, that somebody also about that experience or higher than a duchum, you take that person there. Because the tables have shifted now.
Exactly.
MPP said they have the men, but now if I tell you the men in NDC are educated people are, you'll be shocked. There are a lot of educated people.
Can NDC produce or be to say duchum level even better than a duchum?
I said duchum better than same. Because Aduchum was in high school. I was a professor in
university.
I was university. 5 universities I've taught in America. And Aduchum better than same. You can't tell me say a high school principal is a professor of universities. And we have a lot of people in NDC now they can handle education and put it on a different pedestal better than they found it.
But problem I'm at NDC because now that Mama just I think 60 minutes. No. The question is who should he select?
That's enough because out of 60, your constitution.
But who qualify for that 60?
Our constitution is you need 30 in free parliament. And you need 30 free parliament. 30 you can on young crofwa or more parliament. So, but on bet me Jumano. And we can have directors because most directors are appointed by governments. And the director generals, the 2 as deputies, Omuninano, NDC will bring people up there. But the technocrats will remain. Because technocrats you don't need to take them out. But Omonobe guided the new directors and the 2 deputy directors and the new directors in any ministry and department, and they can function very effectively.
Okay. But because Mahaman Yang swear in Frank for starting money pressure, which means Obia Wada all lobby for positions. And I don't know the extra pressure better Mahama. So who should he select and who should he offer particular positions to? So call offending for because opposition is not only easy. That's a good advice to NDC. And you remember how it happens after 7th January when President Mahama is sworn into office. But also, I'm saying because now fire about how you were sideline. Other people were moving to me.
Listen, I told you from the beginning. If you are you know me and you know me too well. Somebody like me. I get up in the morning, adopt a strategy to save a whole political party from a whole mess when the economy is bashing the whole government. I'm saying this on record. Economy Ghana force come there. Ubi antie the eka. Then makofa airbus asemaba. Strategically, we see me there. When I'm carry airbus assembly. I'm just trying to tell you that strategy is very key in politics. Then the whole NDC machinery is after me. Only one person. Why do you think they are also always thinking? You see, as a political party, you need to be strategic. Now we are campaign elections. Now we'll see. You think it's all about bantering Sami Jenfi on radio and TV will win you an election. You'll be making a terrible mistake. Because I know how to set an agenda. Donald Trump won an election just only by setting an agenda.
Oh, also better. And then
if you are on the internet in the sanity.
Yeah. Now, I'm and
even Mahama 24/7 economy, 24-hour economy, we need not only electricity constant, but we also need timing. The essence of timing is terrible in Ghana. Or Juma late, or excuses. But you're running 3 shifts. Now I work for 7 to 2 hours. No, be by 2 to 10. No, be by 10 to the next morning. What do you mean you're late? We are late, you'll be fired. And to never way in idea as a educated and profile. Because politicians will be wow, Obekasa. So, Obekasa. But the implementation, is the issue.
Yeah.
Because internet is a problem. You are Ghana coming to me computer, so no one can sub 4 hours. Maybe you're the next car, and yes, I'm trying to be over 1,000 Ghana cities.
There's a 5G normal catcher, and it was a hoax.
Now, light in the crazy, so we are prepaid light. wakoto and adi be shem nti me 200 na me di gusu a ma 200 in the guso and so mahama ka say energy sector na yedika 2.5 billion dollars ade ye prepaid a wakoto na ade abebu umita no so no ye top ansa na ye yusu and so yedika 2.5 billion dollars I say IRS and ye ko free ni abe yusu me mu hanu ya ye consumers no so no ye tuaka ansa na ya top ni apo yusu. How does this add up?
Yeah. So that's the question I had to be. I was saying, Mami, as the Usunin Ministry of Communication, they must come and answer this one.
You see, me
already politics. There's a social contract between us and the leadership.
Make us say me educate
we were having this kind of internet interruptions. 5G, no, where is it?
Exactly.
It's a legitimate question.
Make us say Ghana for no educate you who say I told you I have my was why I'm busy with questions. Yeah, me Danny say Mahama Baye, who said professors be now can watch them. And then crophobia no mon kasa na nado. Na because you afraid be the silent threat. Na nado was no. Na nado amamu na ye bibi akwesa himfo. Amamu I say obia suro say obe criticize I say yen akamfo. Yen time criticize ya himfo. Sabi na ye bone kra na so hu bibi wo no ha yen kan obedwam ye kan okukuo na wo de a che no. Amamre no. Na nado enjoy that kind of ahemfo amamu say me ye bone a say wuntimi nka. But as soon as John Mahama was elected, no Crawford Ekasa. What if when him? Crawford do I said can no mon kasa because Mikasa I was on TV3 on the program with Miracle Abwaje. And if you Google you will see they said he had a banter with me. It wasn't a banter. But sitting down, if you are taking hard work to be a professor. People have no idea.
But Professor
but for a young guy to say Miracle Abwaje, they did the process attempt, they did the process from Pomboachi attempt, they did the Alan Chamati attempt, or part program with you attempt, or Mamma one is a pro, don't banter with me because you don't want to go there. Or one in the class as a program, that's it.
Right, Miracle Abwaje?
Yes.
Oh wow, that sounds like
Google on TV3 said Miracle Abwaje had a banter with Professor Entry. But the whole issue is that you have some of these guys. And also Bempa can at least also Bempa with that experience. Or you will be Kotina TV so anasono kasa and yatem didie meboa. Because Kosia na meka chira no pe say Kosia betimi dey anyama mienu. Kosia can be a dangerous weapon or it can be a good food for you. And you be betimi use Kosia dia bodua. A dangerous weapon. But be so betimi use Kosia na edidi ami anya protein meboa. Enti no esono ba bia no nti na esi leadership a situation ano. Esno baby ani obi a wode no kwa okokasa ma o ene obi akaka ne yasoma no so okokasa ma o but some of these young guys I'm
surprised that you will go to because so far no more I've seen the no more shadanye so that's a
check in Crawford or kasa na ni kasa mu no okasa ti a omo I've cited Professor Ade I've cited Professor from Pomboachi I have sat on programs with him on TV3 so but he's a very brilliant guy. He talks about, but I want us to talk about issues, not to take things personally. Because meaning send nipa working hard for the reputation.
Exactly.
Meaning send about me working hard for the PhD. Bank of Ghana or Abedi Ayunti. Na do for over 12 years on opposition. We send about me no didi. Because no, you may be an government is in the power. Until when people hustle. The same as obi oton indomie wo kwan ho anaso obi oton gari anaso obi oton tomatoes. I respect those people because I respect their hustle. Enti enya tem didi enya ni sa nipa ne kasa. Enti sa akosua no obetimi di aye adebone abodua ba sa akosua so obetimi adi aye nourished. Enti me dey say ye kasa mu no ebetimi ahili.
Okay.
And ye kasa mu so obetimi ahete nkrofo. Mo me yusu ye kasa emfa hili. Yen kambo aye Ghana for.
Yeah, they were because I tell you them go for the more NDC more say. It comes more from us on side. Now for a young couple, but we'll come back to that.
It's not true. Metiho Emma Asantifobi Ekase na okani badie ukodwani NDC for Jimmy Fuesen. A whole professor.
But those you need
no or be NDC near onkasa or be sorry di no wako. So banana kusa shinti mu me hwe kasa mu ye esan se nya wona be obi political party obi nko join. So enya wona otwa aduane ma obi di na nya wona wo hwe obi. Enti ni nyame ma obi ani choice nti satem didi e bi mu ye ena we na wakọjoin party we ena me dana ye to aba na obi kọto aba na wayira. Ena obusa papa bi se na hefa na ye to aba papa ni se obetu nyansaba dia ene o MPP ni obetu nyansaba dia na mechiro ba bia akọto aba ba won tu nyansaba. And I was sitting down and asking myself, say, what is nyansaba and what is not nyansaba? So enti mu me hwe kasa mu ye sa atem didi ye ho because obi akọjoin party A and as a party B no emwa obi a ne choice. Nyame no boy no interfere in our choices. Respect obi a ne choice. Na me nya atem didi no o man ye ne hia yen. Na nya sa atem didi se wakọ ha because MPP bay NDC bay na Palugu Dam ehia me pa. Palugu Dam a big issue of the north. Na se Mahama koye. You nim se Mahama na ye even check overpass no. Mahama na koye enso kofo anyo. Ya okeje ti ya Mahama na koye ye enso kofo anye. Enso MP ayi asantefo man traba man they enjoy it. So enti se ye nyina o man ye ni atumo obi obeboa ehia sense e beka se we ya masori ni we ya me classmate we ya me tribe emwa mu enyi tribal we ntu je because ye nyina ye Ghana fo.
That's true, but again, me so much say NDC Bobby, so they make all those tribal comments. It goes both ways because anybody who makes those comments, they just say the panel they say they own yini.
And to yes,
knowledge and exposure. Yes. But I'm going to the panel also about your point that I'm making about
no, ain't yet good until I want to be very swift. The next thing is that when you are doing an election, you listen to the body language of the individual when you go into the campaign. You call campaign, only flag bearer call campaign. See you be a sort na high table. And they don't even listen to President Rollins lecture beside you. You listen to the ordinary people, what they are saying. 1 month before election, Team Pennyfo who for telephone crowds all from say Maku Ashanti region, there's a serious apathy. Asante Foso Montuaba, Meme Bobo, Bantuma Minamo, a taxi, a copa, meaning what the ordinary people are saying.
So that is it. We and Sema Fiapokuya Vim Lady and T credit in Yam Fankoma OKFM. Fiapokuya Vim Lady. And a boy and sa it me can same way it be. So it show clearly. Someone say you are Dr. Muhammad Bumia, the campaign team on Modi Babontin, ko focus on pa. And ko for ye dede. And you know why? Omo no mo wonim die kakra. Omo mo agi tumi. Omo mbetime ye adwuma no. Ayi omo kumam no. Omo yi omo si nchen. And omo kofa nkwada binum a omo sikadi ene ye omo dem. Bitisi Dennis Marcos Abwajize. Sika abrantie we allegedly Dr. Muhammad Bumia kukurumano. Au koche mane ne busua ne girlfriends. Enyi sika keto. But obi ti se nana obi buahin. Eba abontin. Ebe su. E can say before say the campaign team no. Omo pe baby dina she. E di ntia AC. Because ye fana na obi buahin na waye deputy general secretary in the MPP anamebwa. Former waye bida. Inti ne bani se tumi kofo apenso anamebwa. Yes. Na aboro nyenso ni dini. Ye wonkofo bebre na they were expecting not even position, but no more person kombeka members ne ho keke. Even to advise the members on the advisory committee on what the campaign team no. Omo nye se konya no. Ba nipa mo se mo kopri tumi agi tumi. Nipa mo pese mo yeden. Uji tumi figure na ho. But you yourself na mo nye unity. So that contributed a lot. I am a MPP Amayukui. edi intokasi we. And the America, you see, Ghana for no yenye gullible bio, excuse my language. Ghanaians are not no more gullible. So yeah, bina Ghana for they start commenting on it negatively. You need to change your ways. Mufancheme. Abone hardwin enimanko studio. You need to change your ways. In a sense, say yeah, na say we. It is not in the interest of the people. And who are the people? The people are those who give you the mandate, the power, the authority to lead them. And he said, the people I will serve them. See, who are you to continue? It's like Uma Kodebian no sundi. Oyani de no sunia only. Udebian be si honum. But Kamiako say, Tiama and Pipia Mayukui, and achino, sofa pa sebi. Recalcitrant, Sana Bruni Becana so dimbio moye, any sebi. Oversight be a course on their site. You get it? So these are the things we keep on saying. And I am saying this not to say we are blaming them or more they are blaming themselves. I mean America. But I am saying it NDC Monso Ghana for the power na mamono. And you be a say muhu efe and I say you be John the money Mahama Sunwa. No. But then they want you to serve them. They want you to what? To develop Ghana, to make sure Ghanaians are what? Ghanaians are okay. Obi dibia okase economy no enye yi na se nipa no okudibia anase oye market woman or a trader or a driver na de bia fu webu ayedin na okache ni se wesi interchanges are although interchange ye but the people will not understand you and that person will not understand you very well. Then say aduane bo beko fom enema bo so betete sika beba ne botom petrol so betete taxes e be reduce prepaid bo beba fom. You see all these bills will be decreased. And Ghana for say the economy is now robust and as economy na ye adwuma bankobasa sebi na omani mu ayedi na otena be bi ka say ye wo Ghana card ye be say etimi di kwagina airport terminal 3 ni de kai ho e-gate na nambia. Then you are digging your own grave as a politician. A time will come you find it very difficult to campaign. Into when the MPP for campaign, it was very tough for them because they had nothing to talk about it other than the free SHS. And you know, say the free SHS dominating on the 2020 elections. And the people are not, they are not what? They are not expecting them to say the same thing. Because you can't tell me kuya kwaya wasi free SHS in TNT. See hospitals with faces in TNT. Titinyama boss was a faces in TNT. No, what I say. And see how our Ghanaians are growing faster in politics. It's obvious politicians you can never take advantage of Ghanaians again. So and they ready to me now in this. We are expecting nothing but to serve the country and make sure things are working out. The common Ghanaian now free the fee kotuaba edemamo. So that is it. Mini studio and you can hear all sort of voices at the back. But mfancheme. Abusinya so hey na mrebe ma kwa mam di mosi ma me fa wisi me so subscribe na like you show na wa share na for you bi remember me ki ba for United States of America yakopon shira. Ambe ye bi wo hwe me yakopon okese. Ene obi bi ahwe me geti no yakopon ishira. Me fa wisi For comment it like it no deal, mammy. Share, na for bye bye.